Are you looking to move to Waterfront in Maryland, near the Chesapeake Bay? Let me give 5 reasons why that makes sense for you to do. All right, what's up everybody? This is Rob Schou here with EXP Realty in Maryland. If you're looking to buy waterfront in Maryland, call me and I can help make it so much easier for you. Use that contact information below. Call me, text me, and I'll be happy to help you out. You can also scroll down to the first comment, click on the link, and it'll schedule a Zoom meeting one-on-one with me where we can talk about your home buying needs. And last but not least, click the subscribe button, click the little bell so you're notified every time I put new content about not just where to move when you're looking to move on the water, but different things around the water, including different boat dealerships and when I go crabbing and fishing and just the adventures that I go on as well. All right, so like I said today, let's talk about the top reasons why it makes sense for you to move onto the water. All right, so number 1 is obvious, I think. If you're someone that loves the water, moving to waterfront, I think is the ultimate goal. I've talked to a lot of different people who just moved to Maryland who want to be on the water eventually. And if that sounds like you, it's time to make that happen. Number 2 kind of goes with the love of the water. You have to love it enough to not mind paying more for it. Waterfront is more expensive, and not just in the price tag, but also in the taxes too. Now, different counties in Maryland tax waterfront differently, but I know my property, my waterfront property in St. Mary's County is about 100% more in taxes than a comparable non-waterfront property in St. Mary's County. Now, we tax by the frontage of water that you have on there. There's an extra tax that goes, to your property taxes, but it varies from different counties what that amount is. So really, you gotta be okay. It makes sense to move to the water if you don't mind paying a premium for that property. And with that premium for the property, I think what you're getting in return is being able to use the water the way you want and use it more privately. You're not sharing it with anyone else when it's waterfront, when it's your waterfront. All right, so number 3 reason why it makes sense to live on the water, and this is probably the biggest thing for me. I went from trailering a boat all the time, dealing with boat ramps, taking them in, taking them out, people casting behind you and getting a fishing line wrapped up in your line. I got tired of it, and I knew that I wanted waterfront because it made owning a boat just so much easier. I have my boat, my 23 Sportsman Center console, out on a lift. All I got to do is walk out there with 3 fishing rods in hand, press my button, boat goes down, I'm in the water fishing. It is so much easier to enjoy your boat. It's so much easier to go out and go fishing, to go out and go boating, to go out and do so many things at a moment's notice. I love it for that reason, and for that alone, for me, the price of admission, the price of the property is worth it. Like I said, number 4 is the enjoyment of being able to have those spur of moment trips, being able to just walk out and go to a restaurant and go out with friends, go to a beach. That really is one of the best things about owning waterfront and having your boat right there is you can just go. It's so much easier than even a boatel where you're calling them and telling them, hey man, can you put my boat in the water? And they may be busy and you're not going to be able to get it down. Or maybe, your boat's on a trailer and you got to fight traffic over towards the Bay Bridge, or you got to fight traffic on Solomon's Island Bridge and you're not going to get there or get back, or you have bad trailer tires or this or that. It really is so much more simple to just be able to walk out your backyard and go out on the boat. And so the last reason why living on the water makes sense, and maybe this is a personal thing, but I think other people feel the same way too, it makes sense because it brings you peace. So when I live on the water and when I have other friends come over that are enjoying the waterfront that we have, they say the same thing. Being near the water feels peaceful. Seeing the sunset, and for us, it's actually the sunrise on the water, it calms me down in the morning. So if you're someone that gets that, draws that good energy from being on the water, it 100% makes sense for you to invest in that home on the water as well. All right, so hopefully this information was helpful. Hopefully it kind of tips you into realizing it's time to look for that waterfront property. And if you need help, make sure you reach out to me. Call me, text me, and I'd be happy to help you. You can also scroll down to the first comment, click on the link, and it'll schedule a Zoom meeting one-on-one with me where we can talk about your waterfront buying needs. And last but not least, click the subscribe button, click the bell so you're notified every time I put out content like this. Hope to see you on the next video. Bye.